friends, Renee here. Today I want to talk more about finding your soul's mission. This is video three of a 4-part video series that I'm doing on this topic. So if you haven't seen the first 2 videos, please look for those on my channel. Today I want to talk about building that relationship with your big voice, the voice of your soul. So if you don't have a relationship with that inner knowing, with that big voice for you, that's the first place to start. I'm going to talk a little bit tomorrow on some ways of getting started in this. But today I want to first talk about some avenues that you may have available to you already that you may not have realized that you did. You see, each of us comes into this world, this life, with unique talents and gifts and an inherent knowing. And throughout our life, we may kind of feel that inner knowing. Let me give you an example. I grew up Catholic, was in church every day but Saturday, went to Catholic school for my early education until high school. High school was my first foray into public school. Actually, no, that's not right. I had a couple of years in middle school that were at a public school before I went to live with my grandparents. Then I went back into Catholic school. My grandparents were big on going to church every day and going to confession every week because in that faith tradition, the use of guilt to get folks to do the right thing can be prevalent. I'm not going to say it's widespread, it's everyone's interpretation, but it was my grandmother's interpretation that she liked to leverage guilt to get things done her way. So I spent lots of time in Catholic services. And I can remember as a small child sitting there and looking at these statues and, connecting to them, but then listening to this man standing on the pulpit and delivering a eulogy that I just wasn't relating to. And so there was this like, I can remember just being enthralled by looking at the statue of the Virgin Mary and feeling this awe and this essence from her. And yet in the Catholic faith tradition, my channel to God is supposed to be through this human being. Yet I'm feeling more awe and inspiration from, what I'm feeling from this piece of stone that symbolizes this person in biblical history. But for me, the Mother Mary, because of the history with my own mother, I found myself often looking for mother figures, maternal figures, and Mother Mary would show up for me in that way. And so I'm feeling this inspiration energy from her, this powerful creative energy from her, and yet there's this priest telling me that there's all of these rules and these shoulds and I just knew in my gut that my foray into Catholicism was going to be challenged. So that's what I kind of mean. It's like I inherently knew that something wasn't true for me. And I think we all have those things. Some some people may refer to them as your core values, or your. I think of it as, well, yes, I have core values, um, but I also have core wisdom. Just this base of knowledge that I know in my gut to be true. Um, that is just there. It's inherent. For me, trying to be the best person that I can be, being having the most integrity, showing up in a loving way, is a core wisdom for me. It's just how I want to be in the world. Now, I'm not perfect at that, obviously, but it's how I want to show up, and it's what I strive for every day. And so it's that knowing that part of my compass or my makeup that moves me forward. So I would say, if you're wanting to build a relationship with your soul, begin to look at and identify what are those gut knowings that you have. And you can journal into them and write. If that's a good path for you, you can also sit in meditation, um, and allow them to come to you. Just start that conversation. The other thing I would say, as a good foundational place to start, is to look at your unique talents and gifts. We all have them. They are the things that come so easily for us, that we can just do them without even thinking. Um, I can communicate very, very clearly, and have no issue doing that, and can sit down and write, and get my thoughts out, and it just is the easiest thing. I don't have to you know process on it too much. It just flows out in a very, my mind works in a very logical, orderly manner, and which helps me get things done. And it also helps in how I communicate. So that's a unique talent or gift for me. So I will use writing to help build my relationship to my soul, to my communication path with my soul. For me, it's logical for me to do that through writing. If your unique talent and gift is playing the piano, as an example, then play the piano and play as though you're playing for your soul, and listen. Listen to how your soul communicates with you through the music, because there will be a communication there. It's just a matter of you becoming aware of it. But intend your music for your soul. If you paint, do the same thing. If your unique talent or gift is mathematics or completing a science experiment, then do that intending to do it in relationship with your soul. I think sometimes we get trapped by the sense that we can only communicate if it's creative or artistic. Like, what's more creative than science experiments and mathematical experiments, or anything that has the possibility of the unknown in it? Gives you a path to the soul. That's important. So when I say your unique talents and gifts, your unique talents and gifts could be a lot of things. So don't use that kind of, if it's not artistic, or if it's not quote unquote creative, by some measure that we're programmed in society. Let's throw those rules out. What feels creative to you? What feels inspirational to you to do? And you just do it without thinking and are very gifted at it, then that's a unique talent and gift, and you can relate to your soul through it. Okay? So practice in those things. Practice building that dialogue to your soul through those, your wisdom, just your gut knowings, and your unique talents and gifts. Let's start there. And in the next video, we'll talk about some other ways that you can create pathways as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and follow along. This is a 4-part series, and this is video 3. If you haven't seen the first 2 videos, I do suggest you go watch those as well, because it kind of all feeds into a journey, if you will. I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.